For ACUSports.com, I'm Grant Boone with head basketball coach, men's basketball coach Joe Golding. Still thinking, Coach, about that thrilling finish against New Orleans on Saturday, 87-84. You go back and you look, you're down 4 with 18 seconds to go. They're shooting 2 free throws. You score 8 points in 12 seconds. It's the kind of finish that you just don't see very often. How many times have you looked back at the video, and even when you see it, it's still hard to believe, isn't it?
Yeah, I've seen it a couple times, and it's fun to watch. It's exciting. Credit both teams. I thought both teams played really well, hard down the stretch, and both teams made plays. And it's kind of the March Madness. It's that time of year when crazy things start happening, and that's just when basketball. I think basketball is the greatest sport. Is this time of the year, and so credit to our guys. We kept telling them, find a way, play for 40 minutes. We preach that all the time. And for them to go out there and continue to compete, continue to show some leadership and not quit and find a way to make plays was neat to watch as a coach, especially with a young team. Early in the year when we were in some of those situations, you could tell by the look in their face they didn't quite believe play for 40 minutes, find a way. And you could tell last Saturday they did. And for them to find a way and to believe and continue to compete and make some plays down the stretch. It was fun, and I think it was a big growth in our locker room and big growth amongst our players and our team, and it's a good lesson for those young kids to learn moving forward, that you play for 40 minutes, you continue to compete and see at the end of the day what happens. But it was an incredible college basketball game, one of the best games I've ever been a part of, definitely top 2 or 3, and it was something I'll probably remember for a long time.
Well, I saw your dad after the game, and he said, you don't remember very many. Your dad's coached a million years, and he said that'll be one that Joseph remembers for a long time. Hey, it wasn't lost on really anyone that it was a couple of your freshmen who made those plays down the stretch. Jalen Franklin had an and one with 12 seconds to go to cut it to 1. Then after New Orleans made a free throw, he sprints down court, ties the game with 5 seconds, gets the steal, tips it to his fellow freshman, Jaron Lewis. By this point in the season, are you still thinking of them as freshmen, or are they by now full-fledged members of the Southland Conference?
Well, I think they're full-fledged members of the Southland Conference, but they're still freshmen too. I was watching tape with Jalen this morning, and I was teasing Jaron yesterday. And in fact, I just saw Hayden Howe and I just met, and they're still babies. They're young. Everything's still new to them. They still haven't completed their first year of college, although it feels like they've been here a long time through our Costa Rica deal. And so they're going to get a lot better, Grant. They've had a great year. All 4 of them have played extremely well. They've all shown maturity at different points of the time, but here down the stretch, all 4 of them are playing really well. You see it every day in practice, them getting better and better, and so they've just been a fun group to be around. It's been exciting to watch them grow, and obviously it excites me to see the future, and what's going to happen down the line here in a year or two with that group.
Well, that win not only gets you to 8-8 in the Southland Conference, it puts you at 6-0 in Moody Coliseum in conference play. It really is remarkable. There is this sense now that's growing. The women's team hasn't lost a game all year at Moody. Now you're 6-0, but 2 really tough tests coming up. Incarnate Word Thursday night, Corpus-Christi on Saturday. Let's begin with Incarnate Word. You look at their record. The only teams they're losing to are teams at the very top of the league. This is a very veteran, skilled bunch, isn't it?
Yeah, they're very well coached. Got a ton of respect for Coach Burmeister and what he's been able to do there at Incarnate Word. We've been going against each other, it seems like forever, because they remember the Lone Star Conference with us in the transition, so we know each other very well. They're very well coached, very good offensively, very skilled. They have 2 players I have a ton of respect for. I feel like they've been competing against them forever, but obviously Badilla and Hiddle, this will be the last time we see them. And to our fans, they're 2 really good players in our league. They're fun to watch, very entertaining players, and they're both winners. Badilla, I think, is now the all-time assist leader, and I'm sure Hiddle's got records there as well. They know what they want to do. They execute it at a high level, and they have a lot of maturity right now on their team. They added a good piece with Darrell Green, the transfer from Wichita State, and that fits kind of what they like to do, and has fit in well with them. And then they have some good role players. So very, very, very tough matchup for us. They've had the best of us. They've gotten the best of us over the last couple of years here, and give them credit for that. And obviously we've played well here at home. Our guys know that. They understand that, and I know we'll be ready to compete.
Parker Wentz's freshman year, you swept Incarnate Word. It'd be nice to send him away from Incarnate Word with a win. And then you get Corpus. Coach, down at Corpus 10, 12 days, a couple of weeks ago, I guess it was. You played one of your best games of the season. The final score was a loss by 6, but I don't know that you've played a whole lot better than you did against them down there, did you?
Yeah, I thought we played well on the road, definitely. I mean, I think, to win on the road, you got to take care of the basketball. You got to play good defense. You got to be able to rebound the basketball. And then you got to really offensively get, we thought against Corpus we had to get late in possessions and make some shots, and we were able to do that with Jalen, and so I thought we played really well. We executed the game plan, we executed the scout, we guarded them pretty good. They missed some open shots that probably they're used to making, but I thought for the most part we took them out what they did. We didn't have an answer for Thomas. Obviously
Not many do.
No, and he really played well against us and hurt us. So a great way to finish the year. Anytime you can play a Coach Wilson team that I got a ton of respect for, he's one of the best in our business, and has been at it a long time and has built a great program there at Corpus. They got 7 or 8 seniors, very mature ball club, a team that has a chance to win down in Katy, and it's had that type of year. To be able to compete against them the last game with our group and to see the growth, I'm excited. I'm looking forward to it. You want to compete against the best. That's where we're trying to get. We're trying to get up there in the top upper echelon of the league, and if you want to do that, you got to learn to compete with those teams, and then eventually you got to learn to beat those teams. And so Saturday's another opportunity for a chance to do that.
It will be senior day, and I know you don't really want to think about this, but it's going to be the last game for Parker Wentz and Duran Porter and Jalen Little and Austin Cook. You've said it. You said it before the season started. This is a special group of seniors. It's going to be tough to say goodbye, isn't it?
Yeah, I mean, I'm obviously pretty young still in my coaching career as far as being a head coach, and I've never had a group of seniors like this before. We've had some seniors come through here, but this group, you look at one of them's been with me for 4 years, another one's been with me for 3 years, and then 2 of them. I couldn't be more excited about the year that Jalen Little and Duran Porter have had this year. So it'll be an emotional day. There'll be a lot of flashbacks and history, I'm sure, going through my mind. I have not thought about it. I'm trying not to think about it. Parker's going to lead our team chapel tomorrow. We meet every Thursday, and so that will be an emotional moment, I'm sure, to see him get up there and talk about his growth in the program and talk to the underclassmen, and just trying to enjoy it. I mean, we got really 2 more practices left today.
Yeah.
We played Thursday, and we got another practice Friday. In fact, Parker won't be at practice today because he's at lab, and that's pretty much sums up Parker and what he's about. So, I couldn't be happier for those 4. We went to Costa Rica because of what they've done for our program as a reward. I think they've done plenty for me this year in helping me change the culture inside that locker room and the product on the floor. They've been by my side the entire time, and it's going to be a neat day.
Thursday against Incarnate Word, 7 p.m. at Moody Coliseum, and then senior day, 4 o'clock, basically 25 minutes after the women's game concludes, against Corpus-Christi, as those 4 ACU seniors play their final game at Moody. For Coach Joe Golding, I'm Grant Boone.